Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition, where last time did a little bit of story, a little bit of main mission. Um, in order to secure an alliance with the mages, we went to speak with like the Vinter Imperial Magister. What was his name? Like Alexius something. After we had uncovered through an associate, a defected associate of his, that he was using time magic to manipulate things with the intent of capturing us or killing us for some reason. So we Alexis wanted to meet with us and negotiate with us, at which point we kind of assumed that it was going to be a trap. So we met together to discuss that at the war table, and as that was being discussed, a man named Dorian, said former companion of Alexis, like former assistant, I believe, who helped him to develop this particular new school of magic, offered his aid, or intended to offer his aid. I might actually be getting a sequence of things mixed up now that I think about it. I don't think he showed up until a little bit later. Anyways, Leliana, regardless, Leliana remembered about a secret passage that leads from Redcliffe Castle to the town, or outside of it. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was to the town. And in like the windmill. That's what it was. So the plan was basically to send in a team through there to kind of infiltrate Alexis's court, and neutralize targets, while our character and our companions kind of went to go meet with Alexius. So we went to go meet him. They initially wanted to just have the Inquisitor, the Herald of Andraste, our good old Llewellyn, go to meet with Alexis alone, to which point we refused, and insisted that we bring our companions. So we went to go meet him. He welcomed us, and started ranting, and then Dorian showed up, and now I remember, basically kind of called him out on things, no hints of subtlety, just straight up called him out, and as they have their exchange, we see in the background are kind of Inquisitors kind of killing Alexius's guards. He panics and kind of activates a device that opens a rift that we get sent through, we find ourselves in a dungeon with Dorian, just myself and Dorian, and some guards are there. They attack us, and after defeating them, we have a short discussion of what happened. as Dorian suspects that we may have been sent through time of that specific rift. So we begin looking for our companions, and we notice that the place, Redcliffe, ain't doing so hot. While we're into the dungeons, as there's a bunch of like red lyrium veins and stuff all over the place. We eventually find Varric kind of humming to himself, and yeah, we can see that he's kind of a little bit lyrium mad, red lyrium mad, and but still mostly cognizant, and so recognizing us, he's like, yeah, Inquisitor, you're alive. And then we kind of explain like the whole time thing, and then Varric's like, all right, we need to get you two back to the past. And yeah, so now we have Varric. We keep exploring. We eventually find Cassandra, who was the other companion that we had, that I had brought, and yeah, the yeah, we learned that only a couple years had passed, I think, maybe even just 1 year. I don't remember, but like, yeah, it's like shit got bad in just a year. Alexius was like a servant of the one responsible for the attack on Haven. I don't think he's been name dropped yet. I know who it is because I played the game like 10 years ago and never finished it, but I don't remember if he's been name dropped yet at this point. But yeah, we continue exploring. As yeah, now we gotta find Liliana, I believe it was. And yeah, we find her kind of being tortured. We rescue her. She is very dour, to say the least. And Dorian tries explaining things to her. He's like, shut up. This timeline is real. Like, we have lived through it. But we'll get you to the past so we can undo this. And yeah, so then we have to start making our way to Alexius' chamber. We apparently come across Connor at some point, the son of the Earl of Redcliffe, or the former Earl of Redcliffe, and I don't even know what happened. Like, apparently, like, I wasn't looking at it, whatever was happening when it happened, or at least didn't register it, so I didn't see what happened. But there was just commentary on Connor. I'm like, huh? What about Connor? What? And we moved on eventually. Came to this, but we did learn that Alexius has become like increasingly paranoid, and kind of takes his meals in solitude as he is trying to cure his son of some disease. I suspect kind of like darkspawn, like taint. And yeah, we start making our way to where he is supposed to be. There is, we basically have to find like these 4 keys or whatever to open it. I think they were like orbs or some shit, to open the door to his place. And yeah, after gathering them, we face off with him. He's in there with his son. Liliana takes his son captive. And yeah, we start to try negotiating with him, but then Liliana just kills his son, causing a boss fight. Um, and yeah, after we defeat him, news reaches us that the big bad is approaching, and that they got to be held off. So all of our companions from this timeline go to go outside to basically protect us and hold the line, and then while Dorian and the Inquisitor kind of carry out the ritual to send us back to the past. Now that we had the a magical amulet that Alexius kept on him that is used to help facilitate the time magic. So like yeah, the ritual gets completed. Uh, uh, Monsters like fade creatures and stuff like break in. Leliana kind of goes down as the ritual is completed, and we make our escape. Pop Banffin right back out in front of Alexius, who just immediately surrenders uh, at that. Um, and yeah, we basically like arrest him, I guess, or something. Uh, and yeah, we then kind of start talking to Grand Enchanter Fiona of the Mage Rebellion, and as we were talking to her, in order to begin securing an alliance with them, King Alistair of Froden arrives with his guard and basically casts Fiona out of Froden for secretly making an alliance with Teventer, which he did not fucking approve of. And like the Magister ousting the current Arl of Redcliffe, Tegan, who I suppose is probably the one who went to Alistair to tell him of what was happening in the first place. Um, but yeah, we we tell the king that we'll be taking the mages under our wing, under our protection, and then that we will be establishing an alliance with them. And yeah, we go back to Haven, as now we have to do formal introductions with the mages. So we continue. But yeah, a lot happened because it was a main story day instead of a side quest day. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention. After all these events, Dorian basically asked to join the Inquisition. we, accepted. Because why wouldn't we?
Thank you for all that you are doing to help. Greetings, Herald of Andraste.
How do people do
Can
it?
you tell me how our people are doing?
What would you like to know?
How are the villagers in...
You did well to gain the mages to your cause. The people have... Some of them are returned. In either case, they no longer believe the world as they know it is in.
Farewell.
Until...
Yeah. I have a question. Did we capture Alexius? We hand him over to Alistair? Even take prisoners? Don't look like it. It's dark as fuck down there. Jesus. Funk. Alright.
Thank you for all that you...
I'm pretty sure I did this yesterday, but I'm just checking all of the maps. Make sure no new like quests and stuff popped up. Other than like, the pre-existing requisition ones. Oops. I mean, Redcliffe might have stuff, but I don't know. Okay, good. Ah. In your heart shall burn.
Has nothing to do with fairness. We simply can't accommodate them if they bring that many servants.
I will speak to the Duchess. She can be reasoned with, after a fashion.
What the Duchess doing? Ah. In your heart shall burn. Join forces with your new allies to assault the heart of the breach. Close it once and for all. Imagine if this was actually just like the last mission in the game. Just to make sure. Okay, yeah, no Inquisition points. Alright. Dive right in. More story. Let's go.
The best of the mages are ready, Herald. Be certain you are prepared for the assault on the breach. We cannot know how you will be affected.
Otters. I didn't realize that the Dales were right beyond the This is my crew. And plus, OG crew as well for this mission. A rabbit attached to his staff? Looks like a carving of a rabbit, actually.
Mages! Focus past the Herald. Let her will draw from you.
Your arm's a bit detached there, Cassandra.
You did it.
Well, that was easy. It doesn't seem like it should have been that easy. All right. Roll the credits. Let's go. Mission accomplished. We can retire now. We can end the Inquisition. No more problems need our attention. I noticed there's still a giant hole in the sky there.
Solus confirms the heavens are scarred but calm. The breach is sealed. We've reports of lingering
She still
rifts,
has no shoulders.
and many questions remain. But this was a victory. Word of your heroism has spread.
We all did this.
You know how many were involved. Luck put me at the center.
A strange kind of luck. I'm not sure if we need more or less. But you're right. This was a victory of Alliance. One of the few in recent memory. With the breach closed, that alliance will need new focus.
Forces approaching! To arms!
What the... We must get to the gates!
I like how calmed I look. Passing. Hold on. What was that? Passing notes. Apparently there was a even. Oh, it was valuable before we died in the conclave. Didn't I already finish that? Why is that completing now? Hold on. That might just be a bug. I gotta have to restart this whole thing just to make sure. So I swear I completed that.
It was too easy.
Even's best and brightest. Know thy enemy.
This bodes poorly.
Supply cache. Probably shouldn't have taken that.
We have to put up barricades or something. This
Probably shouldn't have taken that.
This bodes poorly.
Alright.
What's happening? You'll take care of it, right? That's why she blessed you.
Sure. 2 levels. Oh, right, I gave her like a little amulet thing. That. What's all this then?
Must prepare. Who would attack us? You just saved us all.
I mean, there's an obvious answer to that. The one who caused the breach.
What's going on? We're under attack.
Come on, guys, out of the way. Oh, still gotta level up Varric. He only got 1. That sounds very good. Health gain? Yes, please.
I'll help here. You get to Cullen. He'll know what we can do. Make a willing.
I don't like all these pots just lying around, you know? And hey, we have a trebuchet. Hell yeah. Don't mind me.
Cullen?
One watchguard reporting. It's a massive force, the bulk over the mountain.
Under what banner?
None.
None?
I can't come in unless you open. I'm Cole. I came to warn you, to help. People are coming to hurt you. You probably already know.
What is this? What's going on?
The Templars come to kill you.
Templars? Is this the Order's response to our talks with the mages, attacking blindly?
The Red Templars went to the Elder One. You know him? He knows you. You took his mages. There.
I know that man. But this Elder One...
He's very angry that you took his mages.
Cullen, give me a plan. Anything.
Haven is no fortress. If we are to withstand this monster, we must control the battle. Get out there and hit that force. Use everything you can. Mages! You have sanction to engage them! That is Samson! He will not make it easy! Inquisition! With the Herald! For your lives! For all of us!
Red Templar horror. Hello. Random Deuterino. Red lyrium, huh?
Almost ready. Keep them off us.
All out there. Oh, hello. Hello, buddy. Leave me like directly behind this guy. Just notice how low my health was. Sheesh.
Keep them back. We're ready to fire. Section and clear. Firing. They felt that. We'll reload. You get to the other trebuchet. It is firing.
Alright.
This way. We must get this trebuchet firing.
All the wrong keys. avalanche. Smart, but also very risky. Dragon.
We can't face it here. We have to do something.
Okay.
Everyone to the gates.
Might as well take that.
Shoulder! Herald! Help me with this door!
A parrot. I'm supposed to. Solus, fucking move. Alright, you're up there. Obstructed? What do you mean it's obstructed? I have a feeling I'm supposed to just like talk to him or some shit. Oh shit. Found the easy way in there though.
Good one! Just grabbing essentials. Won't die for the forge.
He disappeared. Oh no, he's there. He's checking something. Alright, done. Good. That was weird. I guess I wasn't hitting the hitbox of the crate.
Move it!
So that looks like an archdemon. As though those
We
walls
need
will
everyone
help us.
back to the chantry. It's the only building that might hold against that beast. At this point, Just make them work for it.
The people of Haven will not survive on their own.
Good work, Harold. Protect the Chantry.
Okay. Supposed to do here.
Where is everyone?
Right here, buddy.
About time. Let me out of here.
A survivor! I knew you would come.
I hear a survivor.
Harold! What's happening? Maker, thank you. Thank you.
I didn't even see you there. Oh shit. Oh, shit. Didn't even see him there. I figured he was in the apothecary.
A survivor!
Harold! What's happening? Maker, thank you. Thank you.
Our Lady is with you, Herald. Thank you.
Thankfully, he has iframes now. I like how all these things weren't in there before. Okay.
A survivor!
Need some help here!
Hmm?
Didn't expect this from you. Thanks. Let's
What?
go.
Why wouldn't you
We've rallied
expect?
everyone! Into the chantry!
Probably take that. Quick save. Also, just get a hard save. Why not?
Move! Keep going! The chantry is your shelter!
He tried to stop a Templar. The blade went deep. He's going to die.
What a charming boy.
Harold, our position is not good. That dragon stole back any time you might have earned us.
I've seen an archdemon. I was in the Fade, but it looked like that.
I don't care what it looks like. It's got a path for that army. They'll kill everyone in Haven.
The Elder One doesn't care about the village. He only wants the Herald.
If you know why he wants me, just say it.
I don't. He's too loud. It hurts to hear him. He wants to kill you. No one else matters, but he'll crush them, kill them anyway. I don't like him.
You don't like... Harold, there are no tactics to make this survivable. The only thing that slowed them was the avalanche. We could turn the remaining trebuchets, cause one last slide.
We're overrun. To hit the enemy, we'd bury Haven.
We're dying, but we can decide how. Many don't get that choice.
Yes, that. Chancellor Roderick can help. He wants to say it before he dies.
There is a path. You wouldn't know it unless you'd made the summer pilgrimage, as I have. The people can escape. She must have shown me. Or Andraste must have shown me so I could tell you.
What do you mean?
What are you on about, Roderick?
It was whim that I walked the path. I did not mean to start. It was overgrown. Now, with so many in the Conclave dead, to be the only one who remembers... I don't know, Harold. If this simple memory can save us, this could be more than mere accident. You could be more.
What about it, Cullen? Will it work?
Possibly, if he shows us the path. But what of your escape? Perhaps you will surprise it. Find a way. Inquisition, follow Chancellor Roderick through the Chantry. Move!
Herald, if you are meant for this, if the Inquisition is meant for this, I pray for you.
They'll load the trebuchets. Keep the Elder One's attention until we're above the tree line. If we are to have a chance, if you are to have a chance, let that thing hear you.
Alright, let's go kill an archdemon. 6 blight.
One thing
Let's.
I know is how to get an asshole's attention.
Oh, hello. We're getting so much red lyrium, dude. Good music playing though. If I can get him. Bully this man. Oh, it's the ladder. I saw the loot there and I'm like, ooh, what's that? Oops. It's not letting me quick there. I'm just hitting the wrong button. Oh, hello. Just one or two.
Let's get it aimed.
Cassandra, help. An 8 can be aiming towards there.
coming our way.
Yeah, no shit. Getting so much Everknit wool, dude. Getting wool for days, baby. You stop that.
Big reinforcements.
Oh, hello. You just spawned in, didn't you? Very with it. My aim, but exactly how I had planned it. Unless I need to move. Yo, you just fucking exploded, dude. Oh, hey, I leveled up. Yippee! What does this do? Very strong magic of the Fate to absorb more energy before depleting. Each enemy strike with Mind Blast increases your protective barrier. And use Mind Blast to remove all negative status effects from you. If you go for that, one of my other options. Each hit from the event lowers the target's resistance to your staff's magic type for a short time. Additional damage to all targets are selected at random. That kind of sounds better. I like how this archdemon's just doing fuck all. It's just flying around. It's a big moon.
Move! Now!
About time the Archdemon does something. There goes our trebuchet. Got red lyrium growing out of it.
Enough! Pretender, you toy with forces beyond your ken no more.
Why are you doing this?
What are you? Why are you doing this?
Mortals beg for truth they cannot have. It is beyond what you are, what I was. Know me. Know what you have pretended to be. Exalt the Elder One. The will that is Corypheus. You will kneel.
Fuck you.
You're forcing this fight for no reason.
You will resist. You will always resist. It matters not.
Orb.
I am here to anchor. The process of removing it begins now. It is your fault, Herald. You interrupted a ritual years in the planning, and instead of dying, you stole its purpose. I do not know how you survived, but what marks you as touched, what you flail at rifts, I crafted to assault the very heavens. And you used the anchor to undo my work. The gall.
What is this thing meant to do?
It is meant to bring certainty where there is none. For you, the certainty that I would always come for it. I once breached the Fade in the name of another to serve the old gods of the Empire in person. I found only chaos and corruption, dead whispers. For 1,000 years I was confused, no more. I have gathered the will to return under no name but my own, to champion Withered to Winter and correct this blighted world. Beg that I succeed, for I have seen the throne of the gods, and it was empty. The anchor is permanent. You have spoilt it with your stumbling. So be it. I will begin again. Find another way to give this world the nation and God it requires. And you, I will not suffer even an unknowing rival. You must die.
Hit it.
You expect us to surrender and kneel. We will not. You'll face us all. When we choose!
Run. Get the fuck out of there. Yeah. Safe-ish, I guess. Safe of a places you can get. Find a way forward. Oh. Huh?
There. Who's there?
Oh, not these demons. Mark of the Rift. You have gained Mark of the Rift, a focus-based ability. Mark of the Rift causes massive damage and can even kill some enemies instantly. Mark of the Rift is a focus-based ability. Focus is a resource that is gained each time someone in your party deals damage. Each party member has a personal focus meter, but all party members gain focus when a single member deals damage. You can now focus. It's true. You have lost the ADHD debuff. Oh yeah, brother. What I'm talking about. Wants me to use this. Even though I don't really need to. So Hapless, how you doing? How's that Mountain Dew? It's nice looking. The fire went out as soon as I got there. Jumping negates the speed. Let's go. Doing great. Had a fantastic launch, and we are currently waiting for the Mountain Dew to arrive. Nice, nice. Yeah. I can no longer jump. Look, a campfire.
It's cold. Nothing.
A wooze. Nice. Go this way. But I made quesadillas and it was divine head beans, chicken, Taco Bell, chipotle sauce, loads of cheddar cheese and love. Nice.
There! It's her!
Hi.
Thank the Maker.
They can spot me because my glowy hand. Where are these lads?
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
I can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
Shut.
You need rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
Where he at?
Do we know
What he
where
doing?
Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead. Or without Haven, we are thought helpless. Or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
If they're arguing about what we do next, I need to be there.
Another heated voice won't help. Even yours. Perhaps especially yours. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall. And now we have seen her return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
I mean, I didn't die and come back.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course, and the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters to winter servants of false-souled gods entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as Darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
Corypheus said he found only corruption and emptiness. Nothing golden.
If he entered that place, it has changed him without and within. The living are not meant to make that journey. Perhaps these are lies he must tell himself, rather than accept that he earned the scorn of the Maker. I know I could not bear such.
All of this happened because of fanatics and arguments about the next world. It's time we start believing in this one.
Shadows fall and hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come.
The shepherd's lost, and his home is far. Keep to the stars, the dawn will come. The night is long,
And the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come.
Stop that. Stop kneeling. Fuck did I just say about fanaticism? Rip.
It's all one world, Herald. All that changes is our place in it.
A word.
Sure. What is?
The humans have not raised one of our people so high for ages beyond counting. Her faith is hard-won, Lethaline. Worthy of pride. Save one detail. The threat
Why are you-
Corypheus wields. The orb he carried. It is ours. Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. We must find out how he survived. And we must prepare for their reaction when they learn the orb is of our people.
How do you know this?
All right. What is it and how do you know about it?
Such things were foci, said to channel power from our gods. Some were dedicated to specific members of our pantheon. All that remains are references in ruins, and faint visions of memory in the Fade, echoes of a dead empire. But however Corypheus came to it, the orb is elven, and with it, he threatens the heart of human faith.
Didn't you see? The people trust me implicitly.
Faith tends to make martyrs of its champions.
True.
Whatever the case, that trust cannot grow in the wilderness. You will need every advantage.
Flashbang.
By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide.
Give me very Lord of the Rings vibes. Just like trudging through the mountains. So did that whole singing sequence too.
There is a place that waits for a force to hold it.
God, now I want to watch Lord of the
There is
Rings.
a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
There's just a castle here. Yoinkies.
Scott.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage.
That was quick.
If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus, what drew him to you.
He's insane. Who cares? Not more chosen nonsense. He wanted the anchor.
He came for this, and now it's useless to him, so he wants me dead. That's it.
The anchor has power, but it's not why you're still standing here. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it.
I am... Awkward choice of weapon. I don't use swords. I use staves.
You.
You're offering this to an elf? Are you quite sure you know what you're doing?
I would be terrified handing this power to anyone, but I believe it is the only way. They'll follow you. To them, being an elf shows how far you've risen, how it must have been by Andraste's hand. What it means to you, how you lead us, that is for you alone to determine.
Touch the sword. I'll do it for my own power. Unlimited power. I now have the hard Mountain Dew, and it is yummy. Imagine giving a sword to a wizard. That's kind of cringe. It do be kind of cringe.
I will lead us against Corypheus, and I will be an ambassador. I'm an elf standing for Thedas. The Inquisition is for all.
Wherever you lead us. Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander! Will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we try?
That sword is the size of you. I mean, some swords do get that large, yes.
Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor!
Are you one-handing it? You can one-hand great swords. What? What do you mean, what? Have you never seen a great sword? Those things could be like 6 feet tall. Over 6 feet tall.
So this is where it begins.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action.
But what do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
My special hand. Mistyped the shit out of that. What my what was for?
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists.
Eat shit, Corypheus.
Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Got a special hand and the logo. Y'all, there's a special eye. You're making a whole ass special person. Can you really become a god?
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Is dragon an archdemon?
Could his
Leliana,
dragon
you're the
really
expert
be
on
an
this.
Archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight.
We've seen no Darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Are we safe here?
Could he strike at us here? We can't have a repeat of what happened at Haven.
Skyhold has the bones to withstand Corypheus. After what you did with one trebuchet, I'd bet against direct attack.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Celine had been assassinated.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend.
Hawk?
She's crossed paths with Corypheus
Yep,
before
Hawk.
and may know more about what he's doing. She can help.
Oh. Sure.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
This is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
If you shut your mouth and opened your eyes, you'd see that the Inquisition...
Oh hey, a new game driver is ready. Undercroft. Probably fix that. Summon War Council. Nope. Sand and ruin. I can smell dinner being made. Smells pretty good.
Now, what did they make down here, and what can I make?
We have a fucking storage. Finally. Deposit. Ah, right after I said I can smell dinner, I get called down for dinner. All right, we're gonna take a break. Take this opportunity, go to the bathroom, get something to eat, get something to drink. We'll be back in about 15-20 minutes after I eat, and then we shall continue. Boop. Boop. I am back. I had some hot dogs for dinner. Well, they weren't really like hot dogs. They were like basically like a hot dog wrapped in the bread rather than just in like the normal bun. I don't know what the actual name of the food is. And then we put like a little layer of cheese on it. So corn dog? No, not a corn dog. Not a corn dog either. Not like fully wrapped. Like look this up. Hot dog rolls? Find it on Google. Let's see. Kinda looks like that. I don't use sauce. Looks kinda like that. They're pretty good. Those are yummy as hell. Yeah. Alright. Anyways. And I had some chips and some potato chips. We returned. Brandon Chandler. Oh shit. I can finally use this armor. That's not as good as what I have, nor as good looking as what I have currently. Superior focus. When attacking. Ooh, we're gonna want to give that to, there you are. No. Why would you want to give that to a rogue? Broken filter. What's that an ingredient for? Red lyrium, my favorite. I'm sure Varric will be ecstatic with the amount of red lyrium that I have in my clutches. Lore. The Undercroft. Cataloging Skyhold. Undercroft. Additions. Difficult. To be clear, we can add all the equipment our backs can bear, but structural changes are best avoided. With new walls and such, you need anchors to tie in new stone, which means excavation. And I wouldn't go messing with the Undercroft. Seems like it was built to purpose. Whatever that was, the whole keep has settled on top of it. It's weathered some serious heat and pressure. There are spots that feel like the inside of a forge. Large spots. No idea what that means. It's as solid as you get, so fill it full of tools and toys. But there's a dwarven name for someone who tries to change an old build like that. Sodding fool. Structural evaluation for Lady Lavellin's consideration. Mason Gatsy. That's a fun name. Gatsy. Makes me think of Gatsby. Arden Hightown, Chapter 6. Let's go. By Varric Tethras. What are you doing just leaving pages of your manuscript here, my guy? The estates of Hightown fall into 3 types. The dwarven palaces in their enclave, huddled around their counterfeit paragon statues for shelter against the onslaught of human ideas that surround them. The foreign quarter, where the wealthiest Orlesian and Tevan merchants stay during their twice-yearly visits to criticize the ship captains and shop clerks and accountants in their employ, and the noble mansions, where families who can trace their lineage back to Orlesian conquerors and Tevinter landlords perch to look down on the rabble of ordinary folk scurrying at their feet. Ugh, landlords. But whoever they belong to, all of the Hightown estates have 2 things in common. A showy front entrance used when the occupants want to be seen, and a hidden back way when they don't. The servant's door to the Comte de Fave's mansion was in an alley hidden by overgrown topiaries. Don and Brinokovic, picked the lock where his partner, Javelin, kept an uneasy lookout. They had left their armor at the barracks, but even in civilian clothes, the recruit managed to look like he was wearing an older brother's hand-me-downs. "I don't think this is what the captain meant when she said to get evidence," he muttered. The lock clicked, and Donnan gently pushed it open. Only a few slivers of light slid through the shuttered windows. Silence hung in the air like a cheap tapestry. Donnan and Javelin crept through the dark rooms, alert for any sign of servants, but nothing broke the eerie quiet except their footsteps. In fact, there was no sign that anyone had been in the house at all until they found the room whose door had been torn from its hinges. Inside, the Comte lay in a pool of blood, one hand clutching a loaded crossbow, a dagger hilt protruding from his back. Rip. What's this? Tint on... We can...
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be all right.
Yeah, no fire hazards.
It's now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
Take the time you need. For you and me both, buddy.
You think it's strange to say. It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
How are the new facilities?
How is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
Is everything functional?
You've got it all up and running.
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. It'll be a job to fill it.
Bring anything back from a haven?
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds.
No, man.
It's good to be back at work.
Gotta have the family heirlooms.
I'll be back later.
Don't want to lose those.
I'll be here.
Also, this right here, huge safety hazard. Like, immensely big safety hazard. Like, and they're melting. Judging by, like, the drippy drops. It's an accident waiting to fucking happen, man. Grenades. Bees. Oh, I don't have enough. Okay. Oh. Use the workbench in the Skyhoard's Undercroft to plan out the design of the castle. Banner bed, drapery, heraldry, windows. Alright, banner. Let's see, what have we got? Andrastian chantry, Dalish, Dwarven, Ferelden, Free Marches, Inquisition, Circle of Magi, Orlais, Templar, Tevinter Imperium, Grey Warden, Frostback Basin, Parvalon. Dalish. Bed. We got them Free Marcher beds. What the fuck? Draperies. Heraldry. It's a cool symbol. That's a cool symbol. That's a cool symbol. That's a boring one. Chastened. The basic one. Nothing. I like how there's just a upper. Decor. We got none. A boat? Or canoe? I don't even know what that is. Dragon Maw. Legacy Broughton. Legacy Kirkwall. Give me that Dragon Maw throne. Broughton. Inquisition. Moon. The moon. Staff of the dragon, bow of the dragon, dagger of the dragon, long sword of the dragon. Grey sword, maul, shield, heavy armor of the dragon. Light armor, medium armor of the dragon. So many of the dragons that we just got. Oh, I guess those were just crafting things.
Inquisitor.
I'll be back later.
Eric.
I'll be here.
Modify weapons, modify armor. Right. Enhance. Oh, there we go. Longsword of the Dragon. It says Longsword of the Dragon, but it's marked as a Tier 2 axe schematic when there is, in fact, a longsword schematic. Perfect. Staff of the Dragon. Armada Captain's Knife. That. Iron Bowl. Crit bonus. But crit bonuses. I've gotten anything better than that. Black one. Say bonuses, just slightly better stuff. Alright. Find the war robe. Okay, that just looks like a T-Rex skull. Where are my moons? The moon's at. Such a nice looking place. Hello?
Look at this place. It's a bloody palace.
No, this is a castle.
For a king, eh?
A castle. Very defensible. 6, 7. Nope. News from Thedas. Haven destroyed by darkest menace. Dire news from the Frostbacks. The Pilgrims' sanctuary of Haven, home to the new Inquisition, has been destroyed. Information is still vague, but some believe a dragon resembling an archdemon was involved in the attack. Fears of a new blight are now beginning to surface. As the Chantry continues to flounder, some are concerned that Haven's destruction may predict the Inquisition's imminent collapse. However, there is yet hope, as reports indicate that the Herald of Andraste and Inquisition leadership survived and have found refuge elsewhere. Crier Belinus. The Forgotten Boy. Is he forgotten? From the ashes of a new base of operations, ready to make mark on the world. Hello.
Thank you for Haven. Less so for Redcliffe, but I am committed to serve your worship.
All right. We can have disagreements and still be fine. That's good.
So, Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor now, right?
I guess.
Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Andraste, what did I step in?
I didn't expect it either. You knew this would be strange.
I've apparently been through a lot. But yes, Corypheus was a surprise.
No, a surprise would be, oh, I stepped in dog shite. No one says, oh, a Magister God monster, I'm surprised. Impossible things aren't surprises.
I mean, he seems real enough.
The ancient thing trying to kill us seems pretty real.
Don't get me started. Oh, wait, too late, right? A Magister who cracked the Black City. It's a hazy dream, right? I mean, if it's real, then the seat of the Maker? Real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker? Real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world? Real things.
Well, maybe.
It's
Unconfirmed.
too far, innit? I just want to plug the Skyhole rubbish so I can go play.
Do you believe or not?
You joined to help the little people caught up in this. But do you believe or not?
In Andraste? Of course.
But you doubt what you're seeing and hearing.
It can't be true. Even fanatics don't want to be this right. Look, I have arrows. I can make this Coryphalus believe in those. Good enough? Please be good enough.
Keep calling it nonsense. That perspective will keep the Inquisition grounded.
Oh, I can do that. Sure could use a few more people shouting no. We fight, the bad things go away, everyone calms down, and everything goes back to normal. A nice, well-paid normal.
That almost makes sense.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on. But first, food. I'm starving.
I just ate. We got some hot dog rolls in the kitchen, wherever the kitchen is. What's this way? Nothing. I closed the door. Hello.
It was a mistake to use Haven as a base of operations. The town was completely indefensible.
Yeah.
It was a bad location. We should have moved sooner.
You left yourself vulnerable to attack. It was a miscalculation, one that I'm sure you won't repeat. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
You're wrong. We now have a better location and far more people at our disposal. This couldn't have worked out better if I'd planned it.
Yet we can hardly rely upon the whims of Providence to give us all our victories. This defeat may have turned to our advantage, but it will not last long. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first and teach them to fear us. You can become the leader the faithful require, but you must do it soon.
So, this is Skyhold.
Ciao.
Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications.
A good idea.
We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
If we see him, he sees us.
On the other hand, that means he can see us from miles away.
Let him come. I swear I'll take the Twister bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
You're taking this hard.
You see this as a personal insult, don't you?
If it's not personal for you, maybe it should be. The people flock to your banner, eager to fight for the Herald of Andraste. Their faith is a leash, and your Inquisition has taken hold of it. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
Yes. I don't know. I'm not. Look at that fucking smirk she has on her face.
I wish they'd understand that I'm really nobody.
You're somebody. Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Oh.
Majestic. How is a place like this ever lost?
I hope they built those tents on the actual land. Oh, that's very... Yeah. Want to wait. We're going there. I'm pretty sure that's main quest. Yep. Faster in the deep roads. Orzammar is requesting the Inquisition's urgent assistance. Ah, that must be one of the DLCs. Fairbanks Trust. What's been known as Fairbanks has come to the Inquisition, offering what he calls information of value in exchange for aid in fighting the Freemen of the Dales, band of rebels in the Emerald Graves. Timely intervention. There are reports of Red Lyrium and potential Red Templar activity. Exalted Plains, silence on the plains. Leon is concerned about the lack of information coming out of the Exalted Plains after both Gaspard and Celine's troops retreated to their respective camps. There were rumblings of desertions, and since then, only silence. The Jaws of Hakon, that's DLC. Sand and rowing hissing wastes. There's a sizable Venatori presence in the hissing wastes. It is an odd place for them to be dispatched at all, let alone in such significant numbers. Skyhold. Welcome to Skyhold. Recruit an Arcanist at the war table. I hope that's who I think it is. Usually high number of travelers have been reported moving into the Western Approach, a blighted region in Western Orlais, all but devoid of life. How do I get to that document? It's like way up there. What? Scout Harding.
Scout Harding.
Your worship.
What are you doing here?
Shouldn't you be out there, scouting?
In a bit. We're in Skyhold for supplies and a change of personnel. Not me, though. Indispensable.
So, who's Scout Harding really?
Me? Oh, I'm no one. Lived near Redcliffe all my life. Herded sheep for my neighbor. When the Inquisition came through my village, I helped by telling them everything I knew about the area. Then I signed on. Wanted to see the world before it was swallowed up by that thing out there.
What's new?
What's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's been going on?
Ambassador Montelier sent me a basket of flowers to thank me for my work with the Inquisition.
Aw.
She's so lovely.
What's been going on?
Varric came by to talk. He told me a story about copper marigolds.
What's been going on?
Madame de Fer said hello to me. Or maybe she was waving at someone else and I just thought she was. Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Forget his Madame de Fer, Vivian.
What's been going on?
Dorian's awfully pretty, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a pretty boy.
What's been going on?
They've done a lot with this place. I'm impressed.
What's been going on?
Not much. Usual. Nice of you to ask.
20 times.
Take care.
Iron Bull.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
You guys want to show me?
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
We're doing everything but talk to Cole.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
Say little.
Huh.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori, or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't think the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option. But a few faces might help.
Why'd you act like that?
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
They may think less of you.
But those two soldiers might think you're an asshole.
So?
Good point. Good.
It was good to get their perspective.
Yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that. No matter what comes next.
It's you. Your worship. I'm serving now. In a different way.
What does that mean?
Blessings upon us all.
Nice. The apothecary symbol, but I do not see building.
Here. Tell the commander that this is the perfect spot for the armory.
Yes, ma'am. Right away.
Here's ma'am. No ladder. No ladder. Sandra.
Have you met this friend of Varric's, Inquisitor?
Not yet.
Not yet. No.
It had better not be who I think it is. I will wring that little bastard's neck.
Who do you think it is?
Why? Who do you think it is?
Someone Varric claimed he could not contact. Someone the Inquisition, indeed all of Thedas, desperately needed. I'll reserve judgment until I know for certain. No need to have that rogue screaming persecution yet again.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised?
What happened to your brother?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony.
I'll let...
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Leliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
Of course.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
I'll give you advice.
Do you have any advice for me?
Treat Dorian with caution. It's possible he could be what he seems. A Tevinter mage wishing to do better than his countrymen. What if he is not? At best, his presence makes the Inquisition appear to have questionable allies.
That's enough.
Another time.
Woof. Take down Leo of Lucian Bay.
How's it going?
Okay.
See you later.
Now I'm going to be talking to everybody else just to see if they also give quests.
Inquisitor?
Know much about Corypheus?
How much do you know about Corypheus?
Not much. I always thought the stories of Magisters corrupting the Golden City were just that. Stories. I didn't expect them to be true, and I certainly didn't expect to find one of them still alive.
Why didn't you know?
Don't the Grey Wardens know everything about Darkspawn?
You don't have to know how a Darkspawn came to be in order to kill it. We're soldiers, not historians. And the world would be better off if people focused on defeating evil rather than explaining how it came to be.
Odd that Corypheus lives.
Corypheus stopped being human a long time ago. Darkspawn don't have human lifespans, do they?
No, I suppose they don't. They're unnatural and sustained by evil. It's been thousands of years. You'd think the Wardens would have managed to kill the first Darkspawn by now.
They're more like Corypheus?
Do you know if there are more Darkspawn like Corypheus?
I don't know. I'm not sure any Warden knows.
Lord Reitman, I wish to inquire as to whether you will be able to join us in diving. Like, right now or later?
Let's discuss something else.
Later, probably. Touch on Inquisition?
What do you think of the Inquisition?
This Inquisition is everyone's best friend. How Josephine managed to pull that off is beyond me.
Delete. Cheap views? Wow. Also my advisors?
What do you think of my advisors?
Cullen. He's got the look of a man who's been through too much. He's seen the best and the worst of humanity, and I think he still struggles with where that leaves him. Still, I trust him to watch my back.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Sarah doesn't know who she is or what she wants, and doesn't even care.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
Nodders? Nodders?
Yes, my dear.
Well, you're here.
Why'd you join?
So you like to have fun. The Inquisition seems an odd fit. Why are you really here?
What do you mean? To help people.
Seems like there's more to it than that.
It's starting to sound like you're looking for something more.
It is. Mostly. Okay, fine. There's talk and I want to see.
See what?
I don't know. I've got all this chantry stuff in my head, and it makes sense, right? But it's fuzzy. I want to see if it's all really real. I just don't know if I want to really know. So I'm selfish. It's all for me. Count yourself lucky, I guess.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Oh,
The
nice
order
gun.
was sent?
Yes, Commander.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
It was a bad situation.
We were all shaken by what happened.
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week.
That's good.
We will
That's
not
good.
run from here, Inquisitor.
How many did we lose at Haven?
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but it's improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
I used the title.
Inquisitor Llewellyn. It sounds odd, don't you think?
Not at all.
Is that the official response?
I suppose it is. But it's the truth. We needed a leader, and you have proven yourself.
Starting over.
If we need to start over, Skyhold seems as good a place as any.
Once repairs are complete, it will be a strong base of operations. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
Here at last. Praise the Maker, this fortress keeps us safe.
Inquisitor? Is there something I can do for you? I should really focus my attention on the injured.
How many are there? Many
injured men?
Fewer by the day. The most grievously injured did not survive the journey to Skyhold. As for the rest, they either heal or... I try to make the passing painless.
And you new here?
I haven't seen you before.
The commander brought me up from the refugee camps. I'd been helping the pilgrims in simple ways. Setting broken bones, simple amputations and such. We need all the help we can get.
Do we have mages?
You aren't a mage. Shouldn't we let the mage healers deal with this?
Magic can't cure everything, and we shouldn't rely on it. Science, your worship, is the way of the future.
Hell yeah.
Good health isn't magic, it's diet, exercise, and a balance of the humors.
I think you might be a bit mistaken on that last point.
As you were.
Your worship.
Where is Dorian? Oh, they're like all over here. Oh.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
How complex?
I'm not sure how much more complexity I need, Solus.
Indeed, my dear. He may call it whatever he likes, but it is still a threat.
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solus. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
Name more.
In my studies, demons either possessed something from this world or were summoned and bound. They almost never look like something you'd mistake for a person.
Normally you'd be correct. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
What of demons at the breach?
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
All right, I'll talk with.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
You all right?
You're feeling their pain.
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain, dry, scraping, thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes? I used to think I was a ghost.
That
I didn't know.
that person's just
I
standing in
made
the ground.
mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt, the helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
Ooh, dilemma. Finish him. Hey Lucas, how you doing? Delete him. Doing good mostly. Nice.
All right. Help him.
It's all right. I want to stay.
No one there now.
Roderick was sorry before he died.
Sorry for what?
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
blood everywhere. Monsters, madness, dying. We're all dying. The Herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple, pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung the song and felt it flowing through me. But this is real. This is real. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith. And I fought her. Maker, forgive me. I hope I did enough. He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
Tell me about your past.
I'd like to talk about what happened to you before we met.
Before you, Reese was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the mages. I thought I was helping them. Then he and Evangeline went to Adamant, and I went with them. I was worried Evangeline would hurt Reese. We found out dangerous things. It scared Seeker Lambert, and he scared the mages. It started the rebellion. Seeker Lambert told me what I was. Reese couldn't look at me. I ran until I found more Templars. That's all.
Okay. You were at the rebellion?
What was the Spire like when the Mage Rebellion started?
Dead and dying, begging and bloody. Some wanted freedom, some peace, some war. Some wanted it all to stop. Evangeline was a Templar, but she helped Reese help the others. She set them free. Adrian was a mage, but she killed mages to force the fight. She wanted blood. Reese just wanted to help, to stop people hurting. Maybe that's why he saw me.
Reese was your friend?
What can you tell me about Reese?
He was a mage. He saw me when most couldn't, and he remembered. He helped me, and I watched over him. I worried Evangeline would hurt him. She was a Templar, but she didn't like hurting people. When I left, she stayed. Now she watches over him. They should have been with the rebels. Maybe they ran away together instead. Neither of them like killing.
We could find them.
If you like, I could use the resources of the Inquisition to locate your friend.
No. If they are alive and safe, they should stay away. The last time he saw me, he didn't want to look at me. He saw a monster. Let him forget.
You killed mages?
What did you mean when you said you killed mages?
Some of the mages at the Spire wanted to die. Too sad, too scared, too much. I didn't know what I was. A ghost, I thought. Fading in the fade. When I came to them, they could see me. I used the knife to set them free. When Reese found out, he made me stop, made me understand. There were other ways to help. I didn't know.
You made a mistake.
It sounds like you didn't know what you were doing.
No, I killed people. I knew. I just thought I had to. They were hurting, helpless, haunted. It was all I could do. It was wrong. I was wrong. If I start again, you or Cassandra or Cullen need to kill me.
Alright. You went to Adamant?
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain. It should be torn down. The veil is thin. We found a demon there. It had touched a man and made him real again. It scared Reese and Evangeline. The man wasn't supposed to be real. Then the demon found us. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day. Reese and Evangeline saved me.
And about Seeker Lambert.
You said Seeker Lambert told you what you were.
I'm hiding Reese from him, but he chants words and sees. I won't let you hurt Reese. My nose explodes, a shower of blood. Just another parasite that's wormed its way into our world, feeding off all the things you can't have. What we found at Adamant made him angry. We were the first rock rolling at the top of a mountain. He had to stop us. He killed so many. He didn't care. Cold, corrupt. So I came and killed him.
Why go to the Seeker Fortress?
If you hated Seeker Lambert, why go to the Seeker Fortress?
Because suppose he was right. I was a demon. I saw demons at Adamant. They put people in the dark, in the old hurts. I didn't want to be that. I heard the old songs of the Templars at Val Royeaux and followed them. If I forgot, fought, fell to felling, Templars would kill the demon. I wouldn't hurt anyone again.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably. He was dead the whole time. He didn't know.
That's the Templars.
I'd like to talk with you about Templars.
They're heavy with forgotten songs, like Varric. Some of them are too loud. It's hard to stay near them. Cullen is softer, but demons asked questions that hurt him. Evangeline was kinder. I want to explain, but Reese's mother spoke to spirits, but not to him. Then she died for a Templar he loved. Words just bounce off the edges.
What do you think of them?
What's your general opinion of Templars?
Some like hurting mages. It makes them happy, or less afraid, or dreams again. Woke up shaking, stalking the ground for one who looks like her. Always some rule being broken. But not all Templars listen when whispers crawl around inside them. They try to protect people, like Cullen. The good ones remember that mages are people.
I think one of those lines was a reference to the fact that in Dragon Age Origins, if you play as a mage woman in Dragon Age Origins, Colin has a crush on you because he's one of the Templar at the Ferelden Circle of Mages, or Magi. And then, yeah. Ayo. Hello, M-Star. How you doing? Welcome in. We got a new base. Very nice.
Can you tell me more about how the Templars feel to you?
They feel older than they look. They've been changed, and their bodies are incomplete now. The lyrium helps, but their bodies always want to connect to something older, bigger than they are. That's why they block magic. They reach for that other thing, and magic has no room to come in. Like when I listen to Varric.
What about Red Templars?
Can you tell me more about how the Red Templars are different?
The red lyrium is different, darker, daggers under the skin. It eats you inside until you're nothing. They hear a different song. The song behind the door old whispers want opened. They are dead and dark and done.
I feel like he's talking about lesbians. He's talking about a lot of things, like, all at once.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably. He didn't kill his father. He was his father.
What? Discuss the Inquisition.
I'd like to talk with you about the Inquisition.
I don't understand it. People talk like it's a person, but it's not even a thing. A dagger can be a way to let pain out, but even if it isn't, it's still a dagger. The Inquisition isn't real unless it has something real to make it. It's like a spirit.
Talk about how you think.
Can you explain how your mind works?
Yes?
Oh, yeah. Can you explain how your mind works? Brings out, like, master's degree in neuroscience. Explain the helping process.
Walk me through the way you help someone.
I start by listening. I hear hurt, feel it fretting. Some you can solve by giving something, food, a blanket, sleep. Some are intangible, terrible tangles that catch on a crack, fixed, festering, and the person makes a pearl of pain. I shake it loose. No pearl, no pain. They can hope, they can heal.
We think about our friends.
Sometimes you say things that relate to other members of the Inquisition.
They remember me. Their eyes stick, some more. They want me to be. Varric is quiet inside. He pulls me more to hear, makes me a person, calls me kid, a friend. Solus, bright and sad, observes and accepts. Spirit self, seeing the soul, Solus, but somehow sorrows.
Hint.
What do you sense when you focus on me?
You're too bright. Like counting birds against the sun. The mark makes you more, but past it, you reach across. Mindful meaning. You pull it through to this side, make it real here. And past that, the weight of all on you. All the hopes you carry, fears you fight. You are theirs. It must be very hard. I hope I help.
People with money give money to the prophet, who attracts the most followers. Now you're speaking. You're trying to really get into that Cole mindset, I see. Seems a sad way to be.
It must be sad feeling everyone's pain all the time.
Why?
Isn't it?
No. I help. I find wounds and heal them. I salve, soothe, save. I see pain and make it better. How could I not be happy?
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Positive way of looking at that. Very nice.
At your service.
Anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
Repairs to Skyhold's fortifications are progressing. Our scouts report no immediate threats in the surrounding area. We are fortunate Solus knew of this place.
Very, very fortunate.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
So many just like west sounds happening. Alright. Going on over here. Hello? Mages having their orientation or something? What's going on? Hello? Oh, this place is dusty. Battlements. Bit of a strategic weak point. This. Because, like, you know, wouldn't take much to really climb on top of this, and then you gain access to this doorway, and then this, completely bypassing this portcullis. It does look like they got a murder hole there. That's good.
Be better.
Alright. They're like... I missed this room. Hello?
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
Read. Request for resources on the Fade. Regarding your request, as a noted partner of the Inquisition, Lady Montelier has ensured our contacts are quick to reply. The few titles on hand accompany this letter, with the remaining en route from libraries in Val Royeaux and surrounding. Archivist Bannon. Fade and Spirits Mysterious by Brother Ferdinand Genitivi, and Enchanter's Observations by Anonymous. The Unholy Grace, author unknown. On Silver Chords by First Enchanter Irving. Hey, I know that guy. He's from Dragon Age 1. The Rodin Enchanter. First Enchanter. I do believe he died. Wisdom Failed, The Hedge Mage, collected by First Enchanter Heron. Translations of the Elilan Excavation, collected of the translations of the Elilan Excavation, collected by Brother Ferdinand Genetivi. Deventer Journeys Inward by Archon Vias. Our Orlesian History by formerly Sister Ladine. Speaking to the Other, a translation by Lady Ginn. On Lyrium, a Templar's memoir by Sir Atreus. Dalish Myth and Collected Truths collected by Sister Petrine. Elvahan dis Faucis, Treu Metodrakas, untranslated, author unknown. There are 2 more pages of titles listed beneath. Holy shit. Hello, Solus.
My friend.
What do you know about Corypheus?
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhall. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
I respect you. I'll ask them too.
Oh, I'll take advice from just about anyone right now.
I'm flattered. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
Tell me about his orb.
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
Why are you not wearing shoes, Solus?
That must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast that destroyed the Conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
The orb is elven?
You said that you believed the orb is elven.
I never would have believed a Devinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the archdemon?
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
How to make a funny story? Make this severely unexpected happen, then have something similarly improbable happen, make it impossible that the two could be correlated, but make the probability of witnessing their outcomes within the time frame you witness them even more improbable. That is humor. That is a type of humor, yes. What will he do next?
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven. Spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. He must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Olay into chaos, and then conquer it for Devinter.
You're certain?
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible, assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
What is his power base?
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient Magistars of Devinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the Blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
Tell me more of yourself.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself in your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Fade to black. I'm gonna go through an entire fucking loading screen for this. Okay. Time. Have you been watching that anime, Cap? Oh, the first 2 episodes of it is fucking unhinged as hell. So unhinged, man. Yeah.
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I thought there was a fucking avalanche here.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
That must have been quick. Thank you.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Wouldn't allow that.
I would never have agreed to that.
You were in no position to argue.
True. True.
You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
Where to?
The breach threatened the whole world. Where did you plan to go?
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
Yeah, but you care?
Felt the whole world change.
A figure of speech.
I'm aware of the metaphor. I'm more interested in felt.
Ooh.
You change everything.
Ayo. We can already go in. We can already go for it. Keys. Alright. I must consult the tomes. By which I mean the Dragon Age wiki. Huh. I found it. Surprisingly. It gives neither approval nor disapproval. He's neutral to it. You know what that means? That means we're going in.
Sweet talker.
Ooh. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Going in thrice.
We shouldn't. It isn't right. Not even here.
What do you mean, even here?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
Well, yeah, the breach is still there.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
Oh, we're in the Fade. That makes sense. Behemoth? I guess that's why it didn't matter. Yep. We found out why it gave no approval or not. Real quick. Hey, yo. Ryder, Bliss kicked me out. What did you do? App. I like how you come in just like, Ryder, Bliss kicked me out. Like, Dad. My brother's being mean to me. Oh. Skyhold Garden, Courtyard Upgrade, Main Watchtower. Yo, what is this? Fucking cool. Wait, did Ryder adopt us? I said Shika Noko Koshi Tan Tan. I see. That dad we knew. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, yo, I got my own private kegs? Hell yeah. Wardrobe. Oh. Purity. Vivacity. I don't like the dots. The dots are gonna make me count them during during the fucking cutscenes. Oh. I like the blue one. Simple, eternal, beige. Be above reproach in both manner and dress with this classic style and patterned white. Garb yourself in the rich blues of the massed empire while keeping your ensemble simple and sleek. Formal wear. Classic formal cut, crimson accented with royal blue, fit to meet royalty. Formal azure sensation determined to declare war upon and victory over presupposition. Like a brilliant sunset descending into a cerulean lake, the never-ending dance of fire and water is elegantly captured. Midnight Tower. For discerning tastes and formal accoutrements, dark tones and silvery accents evoke the wonder and gravity of the night skies. Oh, actually, like, changes it. Red and blue. Blue and gold. Helen had sunset. Orange and something. Alright. Outerwear. Venture forth. For the Inquisitor who wishes to project a can-do, hands-on image. A simple, rugged number in rich browns. venture capital. White accents and a startling red undershirt defy expectations while maintaining a ready, durable style. Alright, Night's Watch. Somber tones and a heavier coat, perfect for cold, skyhold nights and weighty discussions. Default as, like, mage armor. Heavy leathers and lighter tones project quiet confidence as they enthrall the eye. Be observed, standing at the portals to the fade glittering in silver. Golden scale accented with green, protected, secured, but never discreet. Go with this one. Hello? Gotta use a whole ass ladder to bring me nowhere. What is the point of this? What is the point of that balcony? Hello? Burbs. Oh, hey, they fixed this place up. All it needed was a day. Construction report. Request to fight. Workers finishing the banner placements are requesting more important tasks. Several wish to train with swords so they can fight. More directly serving the Inquisition. They traveled to join a war, not dress up a keep. Can't say I disagree. Foreman Cherise. Our enemy cut a hole in the sky, seen everywhere. We look upon it from below, but we need not humble us. But it need not humble us. We may fight because we are many. We are many because the Inquisitor inspires. The Inquisitor inspires because of her growing legend. Part of this legend is what the masses find on arrival. That is the job of your workers. Not vanity, but veneration. Not impulse, but elevation. Their skill as workers is greater threat to the enemy than their number in half-trained soldiers, Lady Montelier.
First, a full wheel of Antivan smoked cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
Who the fuck are you? Hello?
Greetings to you, Inquisitor. I am to serve as assistant to any research concerns. You'll find my skills are exceptional. I hope they prove useful.
You replaced Manev?
You're taking over the duties of Manev?
Yes. She said she was needed elsewhere and that I should serve the Inquisition to the best of my ability.
What is she doing?
I wasn't told.
What are your abilities?
How can you serve the Inquisition?
I am to aid in the research of all creatures encountered in your efforts as leader of the Inquisition.
What makes you particularly qualified?
I remember being fond of animals. I don't remember why.
You're tranquil.
You were made tranquil.
Yes, I am tranquil. It was necessary due to a willful nature that made wielding magic a dangerous endeavor. I remember that being a difficult time, but I cannot remember why. My skills are well used in my current position.
How are your duties
What
going?
is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate, based on the partial improvements to Skyhold.
Okay.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Run in research. There you go. Oops.
Ooh, Inquisitor, greetings. I was recently appointed by Sister Liliana to keep her books in order. I'm so pleased to be here, helping out in my small way. Well, I should get back to work.
Didn't even have a dialogue thing.
One day I'm going to read all these books. One day.
What a zoom in. Good luck with that. Hey, look, a book. Mm-hmm. Would I say actually interact with it? The Randy Dowager Quarterly. A smartly bound quarterly missive of suspect virtue. The Randy Dowager greets the summer with the complete obeying her order, being a ribald tale of Templars standing firm before a division by a secret cunning. An exhibition of inspiration at its most urgent and the chant at its most passionate. The Dandy Dowager, exhibitions for the noble of thought, but spry of step. The lady herself says, such an assault to modesty that I publicly swooned lest my own honor be impunged? I don't know. Impunged? I don't know. Twice. 5 scars fluttered in shock out of 5, Artie. The folly of General Not Sheraton. 4. And so it was that victory was absolute, and cheers were raised for General Not Sheraton. And so buoyed by respect and admiration, Not Sheraton stood proud and removed the mask to state her true name. For had they not accepted her, had they not thrived by her leadership, had they not become comrades despite station and mass and nonsense of protocol? And the answer was swift and bewildering, for they had not. And swiftly she was bundled away amid calls of impostor and spy and other terms she could not know, for she still did not know Relay. The Veil. I detest this notion that the veil is some manner of invisible curtain that separates the world of the living from the world of the spirits. Whether it be called the Fade or the Beyond is a matter of racial politics I refuse to indulge in at the moment. There is no this side or that side when it comes to the veil. One cannot think of it as a physical thing or a barrier or even a shimmering wall of holy light. Thank you very much for that image, your perfection. Think of the veil instead as opening one's eyes. Before you opened them, you saw our world as you see it now, static, solid, unchanging. Now that they are open, you see our world as the spirits see it, chaotic, ever-changing, a realm where the imagined and the remembered have as much substance as that which is real, more, in fact. A spirit sees everything as defined by will and memory, and this is why they are so very lost when they cross the veil. In our world, imagination has no substance. Objects exist independently of how we remember them or what emotions we associate with them. Mages alone possess the power to change the world with their minds, and perhaps this forms the nature of a demon's attraction to them, who can say? Regardless, the act of passing through the veil is much more about changing one's perceptions than a physical transition. The veil is an idea. It is the act of transition itself. And it is only the fact that both living beings and spirits find the transition difficult that gives the veil any credence as a physical barrier at all. From a dissertation on the Fade as a physical manifestation by Moreno, senior enchanter at the Minrathous Circle of Magi, 655 Steel. Hello, Fiona.
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes?
I guess.
I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
You're not equal partners. I believe in your cause.
You rebelled for good reason.
I knew you, of all people, would understand. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things.
Wait, you're a Great Warden?
Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
You've drank that taint? You were a Grey Warden?
You were once a Grey Warden.
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death. But long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
That didn't bother you?
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a warden.
Started the rebellion?
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi. But I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
I see. Still lead the mages?
You're not still the Grand Enchanter then?
Any claim I had to the title ended along with the Circles of Magi, although some still call me by it. Perhaps the Circles will one day be resurrected. If so, another will take the position. Until that time, I lead my fellow mages by default. I will do what I can for them.
Circles will return?
You believe they'll recreate the Circle of Magi after all this?
It depends on who the next divine is, and what she offers. We can't go back to the way things were. But endless warfare benefits no one. That is why I agreed to Justinia's conclave. There must be another solution.
How did Alexius take control?
I've been meaning to ask, how exactly did the Venatori take control in Redcliffe?
Mages constantly found their way to us while we were there. Stragglers, most of them strangers. I had no way of knowing some were actually Tevinter. They spread whispers, encouraged talk of an alliance, and we were desperate. I'm not proud of our choice, but we were certain Templars were coming. It could have ended far worse.
Everything is well?
I trust everything is well with the mages.
We're mostly relieved. An alliance with the Inquisition offers security, although who knows for how long.
I'll leave you to it.
Before you go, Inquisitor, a question. In Redcliffe, after we left, did you perhaps speak with King Alistair? Considering who you are?
He wasn't in the mood to talk.
It's just that I knew his father, Marek, back when I was a warden.
I mean, I could introduce you.
You want me to smooth things over with him? Introduce you?
No, it's too late for that. I only wanted to know if he was happy. His father had such hopes for him. Don't mind me, Inquisitor. The concerns of an old woman. Nothing more.
Are you his mom?
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
I'll leave you to it.
What? Oh, there's Dory.
Brilliant, isn't it?
The
One
library?
moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes?
Exactly.
Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
Not at all.
You don't need to worry about me. I can keep up.
Yes, I noticed that.
Did you know?
Certainly. If you were a slack-jawed yokel, you'd already be dead. I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very magisters. A dark spawn.
Say the Chantry's lying?
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say dark spawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed.
True,
But
true.
if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's dark spawn, what other explanation is there?
Could be lying. You seem upset.
Why does that make you angry?
Because the Imperium is my home. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
Not responsible.
You didn't do anything. Those men did. 1,000 years ago.
True, except that one of them is up and walking around right now. Not to mention I have idiot countrymen who would happily follow him down that path again. No one will thank me, whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
I don't either, thanks.
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world. Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
Thanks. Brendan Carinus.
The Inquisitor's work is never done, I see.
How about the Imperium?
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Popular topic. Anything specific?
So Corypheus was a magister, right?
Corypheus is a figure out of Tevinter history. He was a magister.
Yes, but that was a different time. The Imperium's power was at its peak then. The Civil War had ended. The Magisterium was united, its armies scooping up bits of Thedas like candy. The Magisters who entered the Black City. It was a demonstration of how exceptional Tevinter had become.
But who were they?
No one knows. There's no record of a Magister named Corypheus. All this happened 1400 years ago, before the Blight nearly wiped us out. There are no records. Today, people half believe it's all just a story. That's what I believed.
But it's not a story, it seems.
We have evidence the story is very much real.
But not who Corypheus is. If he even remembers. There used to be families who claimed some of those Magisters as their own. That stopped when the Chantry appeared. Then it was shameful, and the families distanced themselves from the tale. All we know is that some men and women entered the Black City looking for the old gods. What did they find? According to Corypheus, nothing. And only he could tell us more.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
I should go.
Try not to kill anyone without me.
Okay. Sure. Can't get to that book. Here's the stairs. Hello. Examine. On the condition of your charges, dear Liliana, you'll be happy to learn that your friends are doing well. Schmooples II is still unhappy about his meal plan and tries to get into the pantry. I had to have a bolt installed, and now he whines constantly. The two little ones are still a handful, but good news. I've managed to discourage Boulette from relieving herself on the silk rug Justinia gave you. Felicienne, from 2 doors over, has been visiting almost every day to play with the nugs. She is quite delightful, and Schmooples II is fond of her. I suspect it is because she brings him sweets from her father's shop. I had to ask her governess to keep her from visiting the house, however, as someone tried to infiltrate it 2 nights ago, an agent of one of the Blancards, hoping to uncover some of the Nightingale secrets. I neutralized and interrogated him. His ability to withstand questioning was deplorable. Someone needs to talk to the Blancards about their spies. All I had to do was put Schmooples II in his face and tell him that I had and fed the creature that day. Your pet played his part admirably. I received your orders and will depart for Ferelden as soon as possible. I have arranged for for Garter to take over Nug keeping Sparrow. Nice. Like how she has a Nug keeper. Note found in Skyhold's rookery. Sadler, Baron Plucky. I don't care how many missions he's flown or how many lives his actions have saved. He is a holy terror. Nearly pecked out my eye the last time I tried to attach a message to him. All the dramatic flapping and squawking caused the sister to come over. You should have seen her look when she snatched the letter from me. If I had a weaker constitution, it might have killed me on the spot. I suppose she thought I was trying to murder her prized raven, and all she had to do was coo at him, and the Baron hopped onto her shoulder, all sweetness, and nestled into her neck. How did she do it? All the birds like her. Is it blood magic? It's blood magic, isn't it, Weaver? It's gotta be blood magic. Find time to close a border. The news is dire. There are rumors that our warden brothers and sisters in Ferelden have all perished. Without the Grey Wardens, the Blight will take Ferelden. Then it will undoubtedly spread. It will go north to Navarra and the Marches. It will come west to Orlais, and at the head will be an archdemon, and in its wake will come thousands upon thousands of Darkspawn. You must be ready to stare squarely into the eyes of Oblivion. Many of you have asked why we remain here when such threats are mounting in the east. The problem, you see, is not a new one for us. Politics. To say Ferelden and Orlais have been at odds is an understatement. These two are like cats and dogs. We wardens are a legion by address only, but that does not seem to matter to Ferelden's leaders. Word is that the King of Ferelden is dead, and his successor, Loghain MacTyr, decrees that no warden set foot in the country. MacTyr, a national hero who helped expel invading Orlesian forces from Ferelden, seems to have it out for our order, too. Maybe he doubts our abilities. Maybe he is more foolish than the history books make him out to be. This is why we must wait, even as Ferelden willingly welcomes its fate. An address by Warden Constable Blackwall, Val Sheven, to his recruits, 930. Dragon, Blackwall. Huh. Ooh. Birds. The birds are causing lag. Another letter.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
What happened?
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
I blame Corypheus. Now that you mention it.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame. I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
Care for your men.
You look out for your people. That's a good thing, is it?
Yes.
My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our men are not disposable.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter. Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus... We're better than Corypheus.
Damn. We laid into her.
Yes?
You must miss Justinia.
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in Haven. I am much better now.
Are you sure?
Justinia was such a dear friend, and there were so many things going wrong.
Tell me about it if you want.
Sometimes it's best to talk these things out. I was there when the hero Ferelden defeated the Archdemon. He won the day, and I thought the Maker smiled on me. When the Divine requested my help, I went to her. I owed her that much. I sacrificed so much to do the Maker's work. But now, Justinia is dead. I was angry. I felt betrayed. But I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Don't apologize. You were grieving and upset. I understand. Thank you. Now enough of this. Let us think more pleasant thoughts.
Alright, the updates?
Anything I should know? I've agents stationed by the ruins of Haven should Corypheus or his lackeys return. So far nothing, and the breach has been quiet for some time. There is something at least.
That's good, that's good.
I'll leave you to your work.
Verbs. God, my computer really doesn't like it up here. Yes. Hello? Oh, it's the main hall. Oh, it's Vivian. Construction report. Surfacing. Paint, plaster, tile, plaster, stone. Previous occupants have redressed over and over. Most are solid. Some I would strip down to the stone. The strength of this place is the foundation. Are we here for the long term, or is the Inquisition temporary? Amsel, masonry. Do it right. The Inquisition is only temporary if we fail. We are not failing the Inquisitor. Sir Morris, quartermaster.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, Maker, the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
It's cold. Also. Neat. Hello, Vivian.
Yes, my dear.
Any chance we might, you know, no. Oh, can't get past her. There's down there. There's there they are. Hello, Solus. Ooh. Ooh. Battlements. Oh, hey, Colin.
Strangest thing, when I reached down, my...
Yeah? Iron Hardhound, Chapter 5, by Varric Tethys. Devlin was waiting outside the captain's office when Don and Brennakovich slunk out, defeated. We're not getting a warrant, are we? Devlin looked almost relieved. No. Donnan met his partner's eyes. The kid was barely 20 and looked like he'd walked straight to the Kirkwall barracks from somebody's potato farm. Taller and broader than the other guards, Devlin slouched as if he didn't know how to fit into his own limbs, as if he thought he should be smaller. Hunched over in his brand-new, too-large armor, he looked like a child playing at being a guard. He was too green for the murder investigation. Maybe it's for the best, Devlin said, almost speaking Donnan's thought out loud. You're on your way out of the guard, and I'm... He trailed off, then sighed. Questioning nobles in the middle of the night wasn't covered in training. Donnan glared at the kid. I'm a city guard, and so are you, recruit. Nobody gets away with murder while we're on duty. Devlin stood a little straighter. What do we do then? Captain wants proof. Donnan smiled. We bring your proof. You have a quest?
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. Therenfall Redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
What's the plan?
Where do we begin?
Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded.
Otters. Before the dawn, smuggler letters. What's over here then? Nothing. Oh, that needs to be fixed. 100% needs to be fixed. Can I go down here? Yeah. Up, up, up. Happy. Hop, hop, hop. Alright, let's go speak to Solus about, you know, us dream macking on each other. Oh, wait, no, tower. But first, climb. Guessing this is Cullen's room. And like, that was a wooden fucking thing. That's gotta be like splinters. Lots of them. The rotunda and the fresco. Sister Liliana. As per your quest, I have made a thorough examination of the fresco adorning the rotunda. I first attempted to clarify its intent with Messer Solus. Forgive me, I know he is not titled within the structure of the Inquisition, but the more I learn of his experience, the more awkward I feel not using a formal honorific. On the mural, all Messer would say is, Skyhold is her fortress, meaning, of course, the Inquisitor. These are her actions. He is, of course, correct. The subject of each edition is self-evident. On the medium and method, it is elven fresco, pigment and plaster, and it is grand. I have rarely been privileged to observe such skill as it is applied. It is considered, with long periods of study before the image emerges, whole cloth and with certainty. It speaks of how I imagine elves view the world and the measured nature of their step. I should expect such confidence from Monsieur, given his probable years of study. But it is still an amazing work, demonstrating an art with few living practitioners even among the Dalish, Archivist Bannon. Oops, huh? It's Corypheus. The orb. Alright, Solus.
Sleep well.
Yeah?
I've never done anything like that before, on a number of levels.
I apologize. The kiss was impulsive and ill-considered.
Hey, no, I
and I should not
initiated,
have
man.
encouraged it.
You did kiss me back. If I'm pressuring you...
No, you're not. I am perhaps pressuring myself. It has been a long time, and things have always been easier for me in the Fade. I am not certain this is the best idea. It could lead to trouble.
I mean, I'm fine with a little bit of trouble.
I'm willing to take that chance, if you are.
Maybe, yes. If I could take a little time to think. There are considerations.
Take all the time you need.
Thank you. I am not often thrown by things that happen in dreams, but I am reasonably certain we are awake now. And if you wish to discuss anything, I would enjoy talking.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Alright. That we are on the romance path. We're gonna end it here for today. Boop. As it do be a little bit past 8:30, usual stopping time. And so we shall end it here for tonight.